Come on, Carol. Jump in. Don't be afraid. Daddy's here to catch you. Don't be afraid, Carol.
I don't think this is the right way.
No, this isn't the way we're supposed to be going.
We should have gone. No.
I told you we should have turned left, 47.
84, I told you I was sure it's this way.
You said you were sure before, but then...
Shh. Talk quietly, otherwise they'll hear us.
Tell 84 not to ask stupid questions then.
Stop it. That's enough.
Here you are, my little chicks. I could hear you twittering from the end of the road.
Have you got what we want?
Have you got the money to pay for it?
Look, here.
Here's your stuff. Violin strings.
These are yours, 38.
Thank you.
Not at all, sweetheart. A gym ribbon.
This is yours, 76.
Rob?
Catch, 84.
This paint must be for you then.
That's right.
Want to paint your high chair, do you?
Your wisecrack's very funny.
Hand the money over, please.
I think we should bargain a bit. I'm sure you could, eh?
Huh?
What? Where are you going?
Don't move. We got you covered.
What?
What are you doing here? Why aren't you at the parade with everyone else?
We were...
There you all are. Thank goodness I found you. How many times do I have to tell you?
Stay where you are.
Let me explain, officer. These young people don't speak our language. They're from the German Republic. They've just arrived in Poland on a student exchange visit. I'm supposed to be showing them round Krakow, but with all the crowds at the parade, they got lost.
Have you got any documents to prove this?
Document? Of course. Here's a letter from the German embassy. Were you worried?
Wir wollten eine Glich haben... Herr Hund.
Take better care of your charges in the future. They could have been arrested.
Of course, officer. I'm so sorry for any trouble they caused.
Thank you. If you hadn't come along, we'd have all been in prison by now.
You've got Max to thank.
Max?
Max Scheler, a German philosopher. This is an article of his.
You mean you gave that policeman an article of philosophy telling him it was a letter from the German embassy?
But it's an absolutely fascinating article, you know.
Those policemen obviously didn't understand a word of German.
Well, your German's nothing to write home about either, my lad.
Here, take these.
Huh?
For getting us out of trouble.
Is this what your freedom's worth to you? I tell you what, make an offering to the altar of Our Lady in St. Florence Church. It's just beyond the Florianska Gate near Mateshki Square. It isn't at all difficult to find, as long as you don't get lost.
Welcome, Companion Kramich. I'm looking forward to showing you the progress we are making with the construction of Nova Huta.
And our party is looking forward to seeing it finished.
We'll work even harder, Companion.
I'm sure you will.
This must be it.
It's the first time I've ever been in this church.
So, it's the first time that I've ever been in any church.
Let's get a move on. I've got training. Let's go. Don't you think we ought to say a prayer?
Wait a minute. Let's not overdo it. It's only my first date.
I'm in a hurry. I've got to go.
So, you've come to pay your debts. Haven't you ever seen a priest before? Don't look at me like that.
I've never seen one who knows how to fool the police so well.
It's not my main occupation, but when needs must. My name's Father Carol. Father Carol Wojtyla. And your names? Don't all shout at once.
You see, Father Carol, none of us have ever revealed our real names because,
We can't trust anyone.
We use the first two figures of our matriculation numbers. Everybody does the same at university. I'm 76, for example.
I'm 84.
38?
47.
Bingo!
Oh, wow.
I've been in Italy for the last few years. I didn't know that things were so bad back here that the Poles can't even trust each other anymore. But I already know you better than you think. Let's see. 47? You're up to all the tricks. And brave. But if I were you, I'd think twice before messing around with the party.
What? The party? I've never done anything. Nothing.
That paint that you bought on the black market, you're going to write on the walls with slogans against the party, aren't you? 76? You're a very ambitious athlete. You long to win so much that you bought ribbon on the black market so that you can practice outside the official training sessions. 38? You're a shy girl, but you're very determined. You practice and practice until your violin strings break. 84? You're a real sportsman. You went to all the trouble of getting a climbing rope on the black market, but you haven't got anyone to hold the other end of the rope, because you always go to the mountains alone. Isn't that right? Don't worry. Next Sunday we'll all come with you. Right, boys and girls? You'll see there's plenty of empty space up in the mountains. I know some paths I bet you've never seen before.
Count me in.
Me too.
Me too.
See, 84, I've found some helpers to hold the other end of the rope. Till Sunday.
See you Sunday. There are more than 400 flats in each of these blocks. They're designed around individual staircases, so if one tenant wants to talk to another, he'll have to go downstairs, outside, and back up another staircase. This is to discourage private meetings. The citizens will be taught to meet only when and where the party wants them to.
But families can get together inside each flat and shut the party outside the door.
I thought you might have raised that point, Companion Kramich. Please, follow me. So, to make sure people don't stay at home, but get out and join in party activities, this is what I decided to do.
Ah, two-roomed flats.
This will stop the Poles from shutting themselves up in private and encourage them to get out. Their children will be put into nurseries, schools, and colleges, where the party can be mother and father.
Excellent work, engineer, excellent. These apartments will be freely given to all those who need them, and a new generation of Poles will grow up here. New women and men free from the old way of seeing things and from, what's that priest doing on the building site?
Ah, that's Father Carroll. He takes a stroll up here every day. He was a workman, too, during the war. That's why everyone knows him here. He's amusing.
Ah, amusing is here. Edward, have a couple of agents tail that priest. As soon as he steps out of line, have them arrest him.
Immediately, sir.
Priests deceiving simple people. Masters exploiting the weak. The rich stealing from the poor. All that old rubbish. And when you move house, you throw all the old rubbish out. These aren't just homes, you know. This is the beginning of a new Poland.
Thank you. Thank you, friends.
Well, 47. Did you get the paint?
Of course.
Good. We want something that will really make an impact. To show the whole world that the Poles won't accept Russian rule.
Just tell me where.
Huh?
Hello, 38.
Hello, 84.
I hadn't noticed you.
Neither had I.
Come on, 84, get a move on!
Well, they're calling me.
Yes.
See you soon.
See you soon. 84?
Yes?
The ball.
Oh, how silly of me. Well, see you soon then.
See you soon then. Oh. Hi, 76. How did your training go?
Not bad.
I can't wait to see you winning a gold medal.
I still gotta pass the final selections.
That's just a formality. The medal's yours.
You're very cheerful this evening.
Do you think so?
Did you see 84? Oh, so you did see him. Did you talk to him? So you did talk to him. Did you kiss him? So you didn't kiss him.
But I don't even know if he wants to.
Of course he wants to.
How do you know?
You don't have to be a genius, sweetie pie. All men want to. All of them, including your 84. Sorry. I'll go buy some bread for supper.
Carol.
I've never seen a deer that close before.
I have. On a plate, swimming in mushroom sauce.
Father Carol.
I was only telling the truth.
But you ruined the poetry of the moment.
Poetry isn't a matter for sweet, sentimental sighs, 38. Poetry is telling the truth in an unforgettable way.
You're not tired, are you, Father Carol?
No, and they aren't either.
They're not going to stop, Andre. You and I always get the toughest jobs, Andre. And now we have to tell this whirlwind of a Father Carol.
Save your breath, Jacek. Just keep on walking. Today, we'll arrest him and it'll be done with, understand? Let's go.
Do you know them?
No, but they know us. They've been following us for the past 2 hours. They're agents.
If they catch up with us, they could arrest you, Father Carol. Priests aren't allowed to carry out any activities outside their parish churches.
That's right. If they catch up with us.
We've got to give them the slip.
Let's hide in the woods.
No, we're better off climbing.
I told you so. If you'd have taken my advice and turned back when I first...
If you don't shut up, Jacek, I'll sprain your tongue.
What is there to say when you see something like this?
Thank you.
I really don't understand what you're complaining about. 4 years ago, our country was in the hands of the Nazis. It might not exactly be paradise now, but it certainly isn't a concentration camp.
It's worse, much worse. In a concentration camp, you can see the barbed wire and you know you're a prisoner. Whereas here, the barbed wire's invisible. It's around ideas, and so people forget that they're prisoners.
But wait a moment. You're openly saying what you think, and none of us are stopping you.
Well, you never know. One of you might go and report me tomorrow.
Okay, let's say you're right. What can we do about it?
Okay, let's get armed. Get organized. Overthrow the regime at any price.
And what if you discovered that I was part of the regime? Would you be prepared to kill me?
Yes.
What do you think, Father Carol?
I agree with 47.
You mean you want a revolution?
I have to be a revolutionary. I'm a Christian, but not the same revolution 47 is talking about. A revolution is about making changes. It means making converts, and Christians have to convert every day.
The Poles absolutely don't need to convert, Father Carol. They need to revolt.
The revolution of a people is nothing compared to changing a single person's heart, 47. You want to change Poland, but could you change yourself?
Yes, of course. Let's worry about hearts. And in the meantime, the regime has all its own way. Right?
The regime will collapse on its own. They deny God, so they can't keep up with man. They'll never touch the heights, the place all men aim for. It'll give in soon, just like those two poor agents.
And what can we do to speed things up?
Well, we can start by trusting one another. That would be a great victory against the regime.
Trusting one another. How?
Stefan. My name is Stefan. My revolution is to trust you. That's why I'm telling all of you my name.
Sophie. My name's Sophie.
Teresa. My name's Teresa.
No. I won't tell my name to anyone. Go on calling me 47.
Stefan.
Sophie.
It's nice to know each other's names, isn't it?
Yes.
It's the first thing I found out about you.
Well, I already know a few things about you. You're left-handed and you bite your nails. And you always plait your hair on Tuesdays and Fridays. You've got 3 sweaters, 2 green ones and this yellow one that I like best. When you write, you nibble your lower lip, and when you read music, you sing to yourself.
Really? Do I really sing to myself?
I'm sorry you had to find out like this, but it's true, you'll have to face it. You sing to yourself.
Is it serious, do you think?
No, it's just a shame because no one hears you.
Well, it seems that someone heard me after all.
Would you like to come out with me one evening?
Yes. Teresa, I'm home. Teresa. Teresa. Teresa, what's the matter? Don't you feel well? I'm going to call a doctor.
No. Don't. Don't call a doctor. Call Father Carroll. I asked Sophie to go and get you because I'm going to have a baby. I haven't seen the father for months. We met at one of those school camps that the party organizes. One of those camps where they encourage you to have sex. They say we have to get rid of our complexes from the bourgeois Catholic upbringings, and so here I am, with this baby growing inside me. If I keep it, I won't be able to take part in the selections for the Olympic Games. I've been practicing for this selection for years, you see, Father Carroll. What should I do? What should I do?
You'll have to decide. You're at a turning point in your life, and once you've made up your mind, nothing will ever be the same again. You won't be a girl anymore. You'll either be a mother who sacrificed her chance of the Olympics, or you'll be an athlete who sacrificed her baby.
Open up, Pavlo! Get out on the wing! On the ball, Yadzi! You must be on the ball! Damn the ball.
Right. Terrible thing, the ball.
That's it for today! It's time for your catechism!
Oh, no. Not right now.
How dare you! In front of Father Carroll!
Oh, it doesn't matter, Adam. How about this? I'll be in goal and one of you can take a penalty kick. If he manages to score, no catechism for today.
He'll never make it.
Come on, a goal shot, okay?
I can get it, you'll see. He's a priest.
Oh!
No! Saved it. Oh, no.
See you next week.
Bye, Father Carroll.
Stefan, Sophia, were you looking for me?
Yes, Father. We've got a problem.
When you're young like you are, you discover that life has no sense unless you make it a gift to others. You're discovering that you were created to give yourselves to each other for your whole lives. This is a true vocation. God Himself has called you to it. And once you're married, you will blossom. Your bodies and souls will be joined in a marvelous whole, a sacred unit, in the image of God Himself.
Incredible. Who on earth was brave enough to do something like that?
An insult like this is intolerable. Find the culprit. I want him here by this evening. I decided to come personally to make sure you understand the new edict I have issued.
What new edict? Oh, but this is impossible. Impossible.
Not at all. This is the will of the people.
Will of the people? Banning Christmas is the will of the people. I don't believe that.
Those who wish to celebrate the event are free to do so, but in the privacy of their own homes or in your churches, not in public.
But there are certain traditions that people are very, very attached to.
That you and others like you are very attached to. But we don't want to be attached to anything anymore. We are about to start the year 1950. We want to be free at last.
No. This is an incredible request.
You're fooling yourself, you know, Cramage. You say you want to defend freedom, but you stop people from practicing their faith.
I don't need you to tell me what freedom is, priest.
Answer me. Isn't it every worker's right to be paid fair wages?
Certainly. We're the ones
And the right of every man and woman to be able to study, to improve themselves.
Certainly, and thanks to us, I can...
So, is it not the right of every man and woman to be able to practice their religion, freely chosen?
Man doesn't need God, so he doesn't need to profess any faith.
You're wrong, and I can prove it.
How?
You haven't allowed a church to be built at Nova Huta because you're convinced that the workers don't need one. I will celebrate Mass in the open on Christmas Eve in Nova Huta's main square.
You're...
Then we'll see if the workers agree with you or not.
You're mad.
Maybe.
You'll be all on your own out there, you know, Wojtyła.
No, there'll be at least two of us. Me on the altar and you keeping an eye on me.
He must have been about 20. He was with 3 other friends.
Did they all buy paint?
No, they bought all sorts of things. Violin strings, a gymnast ribbon,
What was the one who bought the paint called?
I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
One of my few faults is my lack of patience. And when someone makes me lose my temper, then I do things I regret. I deeply regret afterwards.
No, please, I swear. I don't know his name. Just a number. They called him 47. Please, I don't know anything else. I don't know.
Take him away.
We could pull in all the lads of about 20. Then the black marketeer could tell us which one he sold the paint to.
It would take us months to find the guilty one. We need someone to punish immediately.
Why don't we blame the black marketeer?
No, it wouldn't have any effect on the people. Citizens of Krakow, the subversive who has offended the work and the ideals we are all committed to is hiding among you. If the guilty person doesn't give himself up to the police, the cathedral verger will be arrested. The verger will be condemned as an accessory and deported to a work camp in Siberia.
I don't know. I really don't. Perhaps I should tell them.
What?
Me.
Are you crazy? If they catch you, they'll torture you until you tell them all our names. We can't take the risk, see?
You're right. But if I don't own up, that poor old man will be blamed. And he's nothing to do with it.
Ah, well, he's only an old dodderer. And he hasn't got a wife and children. But you're young and brave. We need you to carry on the fight.
But he's innocent.
This is a war. If the verger suffers, the only one to blame is Kramich.
But it's not fair. It's not fair, I'm telling you.
It's necessary.
No.
Trust me, 47.
Good day. Good day, Father Carroll.
Good day, 47.
I'm here because I've come to... What I wanted to say was... that
Yes?
I don't know what to do. Perhaps I should own up, but I'd be putting the others in danger.
You know the right thing to do. Deep down inside, you know the right thing to do. Your freedom is very important to you, isn't it? In this situation, you can either do what the others tell you to do, Or you can do what your conscience tells you to do. Only if you choose the second solution, will you be truly free.
I'm frightened, Father Carol.
I know, my boy, I know. But you see...
Yes.
You don't want to tell anyone your name, but God already knows your name, because remember you're his son.
Yes.
The son of a king. And the sons of kings fear nothing.
I don't know, Father Carol. I don't know anymore.
And that's why I need your help. Well, what do you think?
I agree with you, we should rebel, but I don't know if a mass would be the right thing.
People have so many problems. I don't know whether they would want to go out. It'll be freezing cold.
Everyone's afraid, Father Carol. Nobody wants to put their heads in a noose.
They'll think it's a trap.
That's not what the people of Krakow think. That's what you think. You're so wrapped up in your own problems, fears and doubts that you can't see anything else around you. Much less within you. And then you forget who you really are. However much you might forget it, or not believe it, or not want to think about it, you're first and foremost sons and daughters of God.
Look, he's been arrested.
I'm innocent.
No, he'll be deported to Siberia.
Oh, what a poor man. I'm innocent. Don't you understand?
We all would have done the same thing if we'd been in your shoes.
But you are not in my shoes.
The temperature falls to -20.
That little priest would die to celebrate his mass.
Thank you, Pavlo. Now run off home. I'll see you in a couple of hours.
Father, what if nobody comes?
Then we'll have Jesus all to ourselves. Hmm?
We tried to tell him, but he's so obstinate. Huh?
We should be out there with him.
We can't go now.
Anyway, what good would it do? Alone or with us wouldn't make any difference. No difference.
It would make a difference to him.
Even if we do go out there, he's lost to Cramage.
Perhaps people really don't need a church.
11:30. I said that little priest was fooling himself.
Oh, look. Look at that.
What are you talking about?
I assure you, Companion Cramage. Yes, yes. There are hundreds and hundreds of them.
Disperse them. Disperse them immediately. Block them off.
But Companion Cramage, we can't even move. How can we disperse thousands of people?
Snowing.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, Amen.
Amen.
This Christmas, as we commemorate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, you, my dear brothers and sisters, have shown that this is not a city of people without a protector. Not a people who can be manipulated according to the laws or rules of production and consumption. This is a city of a proud, brave, free people. It isn't a city of orphans, but a city of the children of a king. And that's what you've declared by your presence here tonight, that you are the children of God.
Isn't she sweet?
Say that again when you've got one of your own keeping you awake at night.
Well, that may be sooner than you think.
We've decided to get married in May.
See? Gabriel's happy too.
Father Carol, thank you. From both of us. Father Carol! Father Carol! Father Carol!
Calm down, Pavlo.
47 has given himself up to the police. He says he's the one who painted the slogan on the cathedral wall.
Father Carol!
Where are they taking you?
I don't know. Far away from here, I think. Probably to Russia.
I'm proud of you.
So I'm the son of a king, aren't I? Stanislav! My name is Stanislav.
God be with you, Stanislav. God be with you.
Sit down.
Stanislav. My name is Stanislav. My name is Stanislav.
Farewell, Stanislav. Farewell.
Well, being me.
The smoke's white. They elected the new pope.
Look at that. Ooh.
Nuncio, vobis, gaudium, magnum, habemus, papam. Sancte Romane Ecclesia Cardinalem Voitila.
I don't know whether I will be able to express myself in our Italian language. If I make a mistake. If I make a mistake, you must correct me.
At last we got rid of him.
When's Father Carol coming back to us, Granny? Father Carol can't come back anymore. Father Carol has become Pope, and the Pope has to stay in Rome. Ah.
The Pope in Mexico?
And the Vatican doesn't even have diplomatic relations with Mexico.
The Mexican government is very against Christianity.
And no pope has ever visited the Americas.
And after Mexico, I want to visit Poland.
My goodness.
Nobody has any objections to that last proposal?
Poland, but it's a communist country.
Really? Then we better hurry then.
He can't do this. He's doing it on purpose, only to provoke us.
I think we should forbid him not to enter Poland.
We can't. He's got a perfectly legal passport.
A miracle of faith and worship has taken place here in Mexico. 1 million souls gathered together in the chaos of the dried riverbed were waiting for the Pope in Monterrey, a flow of prayer replacing the usual current. There were no limits, an immense response.
So what are we frightened of? An old priest dressed in white?
His sentimental tales certainly shouldn't cause any problems.
Be quiet! You must never, Never underestimate that man. That's a mistake I made many years ago.
Your Holiness, you will have heard that the Polish secret services have said that they will report all those who demonstrate their faith. But you seem convinced that your countrymen will find the courage to come out onto the streets.
That's because I know my people.
That little priest has been able to win once more. That man is not to be underestimated. Here we are again, Wojtyła. You on the altar, and me keeping an eye on you, just like all those years ago.
Can man refuse God? Can man refuse Christ? Man can say no to God, can say no to Christ. But I ask you, can man understand himself, the sense of his own life without Christ?
Edward, tomorrow morning I want a report on my desk on what Wojtyła said, and the names and number of people who... Edward?
Someone else will have to write it, Companion Kramich. And tell him to add another name to the list. Mine, Edward Michalski.
I'm here to tell you that man would never be truly able to understand himself without Christ. He cannot understand himself, or his own true dignity, or his true vocation. He can understand none of this without Christ. This is why excluding Christ from the history of man is an act against mankind. And I, son of Poland and Pope John Paul II, cry out from the depths of this millennium. I cry out on the eve of Pentecost. May your Spirit descend on us, O Lord. May your Spirit descend on us and renew the earth, this earth.
It's a handful of Polish soil, so that you'll always feel at home.
A bit of Poland will do Rome good.
Your Holiness! Your Holiness, wait! Father.
Edward.
How do you know my name?
The party isn't the only one with a good information service.
I wanted to say that these days have changed the history of Poland and...
And?
Also, they have changed my life.
I have sown a seed. Now it's up to you to help it grow.
But now, Your Holiness, you are going away, and we are left here on our own.
Once, many years ago, I thought I was alone too. I was 20 years old, and I had just buried my father. I had already lost my mother and 2 brothers. I earned my living working in a quarry. And the Nazis controlled Europe. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that absolutely nothing is impossible for God. Goodbye, my children.
Goodbye, Father Carol. Father Courage.
I will be a pilgrim pope. I will visit every country, every continent, especially the poorest where there is hunger and war. I want to be your father, your friend, your brother, a missionary on a pilgrimage to visit you all. Christ isn't just a god. He is also a man, and as a man he is African. Embrace the poor and the persecuted. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the gospel says, but it also says woe to the rich, because you have already had your reward. Woe to he who eats his fill, because he will go hungry. I want to be a pilgrim pope to bring comfort to prisoners, to confirm sons and brothers in the faith wherever they live. My Korean brothers and sisters, over the last few days, I have admired your church, grown on centuries of martyrdom, and built day after day by each and every one of you. And I want to thank you all. And now I must stop talking, because you have been standing here for hours and hours and you must be tired. I have to say to myself, now, Pope, stop talking and just say thank you.
Your Holiness! Your Holiness! Your Holiness, you won't believe your eyes. The wall!
The pictures we are showing you are already part of history. Here in Berlin, the wall that has divided the city for 28 years and was the very symbol of the Cold War, the opposition between the Western and Eastern blocs, is crumbling under the hands of the Berliners. The world will be a different place tomorrow.
It's a question of months. Soon all the pro-Soviet governments will fall.
We will have to call the papal nuncios immediately to brief them on the Vatican's position.
And we must call a press conference. Your Holiness, do you think... Huh?
Where is His Holiness? He seems to have disappeared. Where is he? Where did he go?
Stanislaw. Come here.
Father.
Welcome back.
Holy Father.
Stand up. I'm happy to see you again. Give me a hug.
Where are they taking you? I don't know. Far away from here, I think.
I'm proud of you.
So I'm the son of a king, aren't I?
God be with you.
Stanislav! My name is Stanislav! My name is Stanislav!
I'm proud of you.
God be with you, Stanislav. God be with you.
The doctors are sure. They call it the pyramidal syndrome. It's one of the many forms of Parkinson's disease.
And how will it affect you?
I'll shake more and more as time goes by. Walking will be quite difficult, and then impossible. I'll be weaker and bent over as the disease gets a grip. I'll have problems with breathing, and one day I may not be able to speak anymore.
Perhaps you should resign. If you rest, the disease may slow down.
You have already done more than is humanly possible. You've toppled a regime that was supposed to last for thousands of years. Yes, thanks to you alone that I'm here today.
God always knows what needs to be done and how to do it. Obviously, what he wants now is a pope with Parkinson's disease, and only he knows why.
But Your Holiness, it's too risky. No one will turn up.
But so far, the World Youth Days have been a success. Rome, Buenos Aires, Santiago de Compostela, Czestochowa, all of those places, yes.
Italy, Argentina, Portugal, Poland, all countries with a Catholic majority, but the United States are another kettle of fish.
Do you realize what young Americans are like, Your Holiness?
They won't be keen at all on the idea of a pilgrimage.
Perhaps it would be better to arrange a nice concert of Christian rock groups.
And it might be better if you didn't come, Your Holiness. You might overawe the youngsters.
Do you all feel this way?
No.
Have your say, Bishop Stafford.
If you want to come to the United States, Your Holiness, I'm ready to organize the World Youth Day in my dioceses in Denver at Cherry Creek Park in the Colorado Mountains.
I like mountains.
But Your Holiness...
Thank you for airing your doubts so frankly. Now I've listened to your opinions. The next people I need to ask are the young Americans.
Holy Father, are you perhaps asking us to do an opinion poll?
No, I'm going to ask them in person, in Denver. I wonder what the young Americans will say.
I never imagined anything as big as this. You, Your Holiness, really know how to do things in style.
No, not me. Them. They're the ones who do things in style. It's a good thing I'm not a surgeon, isn't it? Come on. Those youngsters are waiting for us.
I was told you weren't interested in pilgrimages. I was told that I may have intimidated you. I was told that there was no hope for the young people of today. I was told that the environmentalists were worried about your impact on the wildlife of this splendid park. And they were right. You're going to have a very big impact. The hope in Jesus Christ that burns bright in your hearts will light a blaze in all the hearts of the world.
C'è un proverbio in polacco, z jakim przestajesz, takim się stajesz. Godile, se tu vivi con i giovani, tu dovrai diventare anche giovane.
Ideals that only have any meaning if you can defend the primary right of every man, the right of every human being, the right to life from its first flowering. Don't be afraid to go into the streets like the very first apostles. This is no time to be ashamed of the gospel. Now is the time to live it and proclaim it with all your might. Who are you looking for? What is the secret of true happiness? When you dream of happiness, you're really seeking Jesus. And he will be waiting for you when nothing else you can find satisfies you. He is the beauty that fascinates you so much. It is He who creates that thirst for radical change which accepts no compromises. And it is He who urges you to throw away the masks that make life so false. And He understands your heart's true desire that others wish to suffocate. It is Jesus who encourages your desire to make something truly worthwhile of your lives.
See? Stashu. They've come a long way. But they have come.
Yes. Yes, Father.
Thank them for me.
Come on, Carol. Jump in. Don't be afraid. Daddy's here to catch you. Don't be afraid, Carol. Daddy's here to catch you.